How bad does a movie have to be that you don't even put it out on a streaming service? Irredeemable Batgirl movie unexpectedly canceled despite being in final stages. This movie was done. It was going through test screenings and they canned it. A lot of reports saying $70 million, $90 million, upwards of $100 million budget between the budget for the movie, the salaries and advertising and all that other stuff. And they said, nah, we're not going to do it. So, previously announced Batgirl film starring In the Heights actor, shouldn't it be actress, Leslie Grace, Michael Keaton, and Brandon Fraser will not be released at all. At all. They're not even putting it on a streaming service. Director of Miss Marvel's directors, I'm not even going to try. Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah. Sorry if I mispronounced that. I probably did. It was initially greenlit for 2021. It got delayed. Of course, it did. Everything's getting delayed. But the studio confirmed on Tuesday the film will never get any release either theatrically or on HBO Max. Wow. That just doesn't. This. Nah. A lot of people have said this, but yeah, I genuinely feel bad for the directors, the producers, not the producers, but the producers. I feel bad for everybody working on this film. It's just like, how bad? I mean, you work and you work and you work, regardless of whether you agree with the work with them or the. Oh God, this is such a bad. Whether you agree with the direction the movie was going or not, when someone puts work into something, and then nobody's going to see it, it's nothing. I mean, a lot of people have opinions of Leslie Grace being cast as Batgirl because, hey, Barbara Gordon, white girl, red hair, sure, whatever. But if you're making comic books are a visual medium, period. Story first, visually, you look at the comics, the cover draws you in, you go, okay, this is interesting. Then you start reading the story. Barbara Gordon is an iconic character. She she's a derivative character, but she is an iconic character. She has a look, you know who she is, and when that transitions to live action or cartoon or anything like that, and you go and change change the look of the character, it's just people are going to react. Fans are going to react, and it's not going to be a positive reaction. And God, this costume is horrible. I'm sorry. Regardless of what anyone says, everybody talk about it's the from the Burnside comics. I don't know what that is. I've looked up the Burnside comics, and honestly, that costume itself, it's accurate. It is comic book accurate. It still looks like trash. It looks like garbage. It looks like this jacket could have been picked up at a dollar, not a dollar store. No, it looks like a fancy jacket you would buy at the store, and then just put the Batgirl symbol on it. It's piss poor. I'm sorry. It's accurate though. It's very accurate, but apparently the Burnside Batgirl was not a successful comic book run, but whatever. Reports of up to $130 million. Wow, due to, let's see, a minute after the story posted, got a call from a rival studio exec who was floored by the move. Worked in this town for 3 decades, and this is yes, it is definitely unprecedented. There was something about the test screenings. They said the test screenings. I'm gonna find it. Decision means the film ranks among the most expensive canceled film. The move comes amid a change in leadership at Warner Brothers merged with Discovery in May 2021. CEO Michael Zadlov, who recently oversaw the swinging cuts at CNN, yeah, he's the chopping block, the executioner, David Zaslav. That's who he should be called, the executioner. Let's see. Seen initially internally. Writing a variety, Adam B. Very and Brent Lang noted the decision to cancel Batgirl entirely would allow the studio to take a tax write down, so they're going to write it off, citing sources who said it was seen internally as the most financially sound way to recoup the cost. I know there was something in here. Let's see. To create feature films specifically for the streaming service, but the studio confirmed the series of the film would never get any release. Declining. There was something in here. Anyway, there was It was reported. Let's see. Budget is lower than average DC. Anyway, what was reported was that the test screenings were so poorly received that they did not want to release the movie. They didn't want to release it to anything, not the theaters, not to a streaming service, not nothing, which still doesn't make sense because studios release crap all the time. They didn't want to release it because they did not want to release anything that would damage the brand name, the Marvel, not Marvel, Jesus, the DC brand name, which, okay, we'll see. I was watching something. Somebody said more people found out that Batgirl got canceled than people who knew Batgirl movie was being made. And that should tell you something. No one was interested. Nobody asked for it. But then they gave it a shot. Nobody asked for Iron Man, and it was made. And look where we are now. So, huh? How can a movie be so bad? How can the test screenings be so bad that it doesn't even go to a streaming service, which would not cost them anything? But wow. And yet the Flash is still being done. Go, Ezra Miller.